shot and the shells. Down in the history their fame will go. Our children, their daring deeds will know what they learn in khaki and in blue. And from the world what they can do. How they fought and fell, the tables daily tell, boys of the Dardanelles.
Those who have floral tributes, they've carried a long way for this occasion, to please come and lay their floral tributes at the foot of the podium. On behalf of the Council of the Australian War Memorial...
I've been disgusted ever since. I've lost so many mates there. See, I lost about, over 20 of my best friends from the battalion.
That we shall succeed is not in doubt. But that I shall come through unscathed is not so certain.
The British liaison officer gave us these instructions. I remember it as if it was yesterday, although it's 69 years ago. I remember his very words. He said, "Gentlemen of the AIF, you're going to meet the most vicious enemy that you ever met. Under no circumstances be taken prisoner." He said, "They've got women behind the lines that mutilate every man that's taken prisoner, especially young men."
The night was as calm as a mill pond, beautiful. The destroyer pushed off towards Gallipoli at a slow pace, and they hung about and manoeuvred about where they wouldn't be detected until the moon disappeared.
Well, he said, "You won't go straight into action. You'll mail hats."
We were briefed on the Derflinger, and they said, "Now, you'll go into these villages about 3 miles, from where we landed, and we want you to be careful not to interfere with the women and all this sort of thing." We were briefed this way, but we never got to the bloody villages.
There was a deathly silence, and I saw the searchlight flash across the sky, and then up goes a flare, and then a rifle shot, just like the crack of a whip. And then the bullets started to come thicker and thicker.
What happened to us was we were rowing away on those big sweeps, in the lifeboats off the Derflinger. Bang, flat, shell went right through the bottom of the boat.
Buddy in the boat, he sat between me and the edge of the boat, and he got one in it must have been in the heart. He went straight over my oar. All he said was, "Oh."
And we're just getting ready to go up the rope ladders, and that on the Gloucester Castle, when another shell sunk the pinnace, went right through the bloody pinnace. We're in the bloody drink again, twice in the one morning.
And all the time, this din was going on. You could hear the
rifle fire is enough to drive a fella mad.
I had my 17th birthday on Gallipoli, celebrated it by pinching a string of figs and a tin of chicken from the sailors and out of one of their boats. They used to come ashore and sell it to the troops. They'd have eaten me if they'd have caught me. That was money for them.
What sort of food did you get normally?
Hard biscuits, which you perforated the top of a biscuit tin, and you scraped your hard biscuit, and then you made it up with water, and that was your porridge. And then occasionally you got 10 to a loaf of bread and 10 to a tin of jam.
The object for the Australians was the Turkish trenches at Lone Pine.
Yes, you get all worked up. But there's one thing that they used to do. They used to give us a tot of rum before we went out. When we took the front line of trenches, we had to kill every Turk or wounded him, to allow room then for the 2nd Battalion to follow on over us to take the next trench in front. Where the Turkish trenches had overhead protection with timbers, they had to be dug away, either with your rifle or with your hands, so as to get in there. But the thing is this, whenever you was doing that, you was risk being shot at because you wasn't able to defend yourself.
Did you take any prisoners?
No. You couldn't spare the men to take prisoners.